minimal amount of gear in this pack, and what we're going to work on is we are going to build a shelter, knife, and a small folding saw. We're not going to use anything else, no ropes, so you stick with us and we'll get these kids involved and see what we can do out here. I want you folks to be able to hear this wind. I said a storm just came through, this front's pushing. We got a real strong wind right now. The wind's coming right out of the northwest. What we're going to do is we're going to break over the side of this ridge and get out of this wind, and we're going to look for a place to get a shelter going for these kids. Alright, we've dropped down off the top of the ridge. We've gotten out of the wind. We got a spot here that's fairly flat. I'm going to build a shelter. The exercise I'm doing is we pick a spot, and once we're here, whatever we got to work with, that's how we're making the shelter. I got a tree right here. I got a tree right here. I have one that's just off camera that makes a triangle. I told you we're going to make this shelter, and all we're going to use is, I'm going to use this knife, and I'm going to use this folding saw. It'll be the front and one left corner of the shelter. And I got the saw here, and I'm going to saw his limbs up as high as I can reach. I'm going to saw this through about halfway to where I can push it over. And we're going to anchor it to the tree right here, and that'll be the back of the shelter. So that's what we're working on. So it's important to establish the height and keep everything going one direction when you start construction. We don't want it too high. We want to trap heat under it. But we don't want it so low that you can't get in and out of it. So I'm just going to hit a happy medium. I'm going to cut this off about right here. Keep it kind of low, and we're going to fell it down through here so we can tie it to the tree standing in the back for the back of the shelter. Yep. Okay, perfect. Alright, we got the first one started. Right now, hold her up. Take a look. Right there. Stop. Okay, we're measuring to cut our cross piece. We'll get it cut and we'll go from there. Alright, what we're going to do here, we cut these trees down. I'm going to cut the top of this post into a V. And I'm going to notch the log to set over the V. That'll keep it from rocking back and forth or pulling either way. It'll make a nice sturdy joint and a union for the post and the right hand side of the shelter. Alright, I'm adjusting the angle just a little bit on this point here, so when we cut a notch in the cross piece and lay on top of it, it's going to be true to the back support post. That's what I'm working on right now. Alright, that'll do it. It's looking good. I believe this notch is good for a fit. We're going to hold it up here and see what it looks like. Alright, that's better. We're getting down to the precision now, making this fit. Okay, let's hold it up here and see what it looks like. That'll work. Swing her up against the tree. Good. Alright, that's a good union. That won't go anywhere. We're going to go with that. Drop it down to the other end. up on there, turn it so that hooks. This is what we're looking at. This is going to be the frame for our shelter, and I think we're going to have a sturdy dwelling here for the rest of the winter. Come out here and work on some of these skills.